Hey guys, this is Daniel, finally back with a video that I've wanted to upload since a really long time. Today I can introduce to you Project Core, the big game project that me and two others from school are working on. To give you some general information, the project is not only something that the three of us always wanted to try, but also our graduation project for school, since the three of us are now about to graduate. At school we focus on multimedia and arts, so that's kind of the reason behind it. Our time is limited to about 7 months, more or less, with now 3 months left. And in the past 4 months, I didn't really think it would be a good idea to share too many unfinished ideas, so I didn't really talk about it so far. But now looking back at it, I think there's a lot to talk about, what we went through and how we got to where we are at the moment. Last summer, the team gathered based on similar interests. We basically decided to make a game. Even though we did not have much experience with it, but we knew we wanted to try it, and whatever we did not know at that point of time, we just had to learn throughout the project. The first thing that we did was to come up with a concept, which I'll now quickly summarize for you. Basically, it is about a robot girl that was left behind by humans when they went extinct during a war against robots or some other foreign kind of creature. That robot girl's mission is basically to represent humanity in that world where she's alone without any other humans, which makes her very lonely since she has a personality just like we do. Because of her similarities to humans, she represents a target to the enemies and she has no other choice but to fight. With this being our main concept, we started working on the environments, character designs, and so on. And the story also changed, but I actually won't talk about this right now too much. Instead, let's have a look at the environments. So here are the first concepts that we worked on in August. Basically, we knew we'd not have much time and not many people working on it, so we decided to work with simple colors or simple shapes, and we continued this concept later on and created a map that would use those rules that we decided on, but still give you a dynamic, interesting map with lots of places to discover. After that, we went on designing the characters. Here you see a couple of the first concepts that we made. We wanted to show some skin and very human-like anatomy to really make that character look like she's actually human. But with those little gaps in between and the joints and such, you should be able to tell that she's actually a robot inside. We then went ahead and gave the whole concept more detail, and it was really difficult. The sketches you see here are really only the success sketches, I guess you could say. The whole progress actually took more than a month to really figure out what we wanted to create, and looking at various artists, various styles, finding finally this one. But then in October we finally started 3D modeling, and well, this is one of them is actually way earlier, but anyways, on the left side that was our first failure, where the style wasn't really what we were looking for. We kind of got the robot part in the way we wanted it to, but the style was just too much like real. We wanted to make something more stylized. On the right side now we have a really good concept from the style point of view. We really liked how she looks like with the proportions and everything, but then again there was nothing of robots in her, so we had to skip this one as well, and finally came up with our third big concept, that was this one here, and we were really happy with it because she has those wires on her back that really give her the look of a robot, even though she has really soft shapes, and it combines these two very those two concepts, whatever, you know what I mean, humanity and this contrast. It combines it really well. And then we used motion capturing files and Unity as a game platform and created a demonstration that is already quite close to what we're going to go for as our final demonstration for this project, like what we have to submit in the end. It will not be a finished game because it's obviously pretty much impossible for just 3 of us within a couple of months at this quality, especially. If it was just a game, it wouldn't be so hard, but we really went all out with the quality of character and environment, so that takes time, obviously. But now let me show you what we have so far. This is now our game running, and you see we have a working character controller, we have the animation set up, and everything works pretty good actually up to this point. But I also have to say that this is also where things start to become really hard now, because we have now the graphics done more or less, but then you realize how difficult it actually is to make a game fun and interesting, and that's what we are probably going to spend our last 3 months doing, also working on posters and flyers and other things that we have to submit for school. And now I only want to show you a couple of interesting spots on this map before finishing the video. Yeah, I mean, you see kind of what we did to the light. We don't use textures because it takes too much time, therefore simple colors, and the shapes also simplified. And one final thing that I wanted to say is that if you have any ideas, if you have any opinions or anything you want to tell me and let us know, really we're so much looking forward to hearing your ideas. And if there's something you want to contribute to this project, whether it is music or animation or 3D modeling, or if there's anything you think you can do, really just let us know in the comments or write me a mail, because I think this is really the point where we can now actually make use of help from others, because until now we didn't really know what we were doing ourselves, but now finally we have a concept that we can show to others and talk about it and compare things, and kind of a bit of an experience with our own project. So there you go. This is what Project Core is, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for making you wait so long, by the way. I really wanted to talk about this earlier, but it was just too unfinished to show anything interesting. So looking forward to your ideas. Have a good day and see you next time.